back with a stream after missing yesterday, or not yesterday, last week. Let me position this all right, and it should be good now. Should be good to go. So, after spending $500 on August 1st sets on midnight on release day, I have made the wise choice to buy more sets. I was pretty much planning on getting these anyways, so it's not much of a difference. Let me pull this stream up. So, 2 sets for today, maybe 3, I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna start with this, the Speed Champions. Like on a Speed Champions thingy. Where is this thing? Corvette, or sorry, Camaro. NASCAR. There we go. It's live. That's good. How much do we see? That's good. All right. We should be good to go. Let me push this back and this a bit forward. And we'll get into this. So I ordered the F40 August 1st for on release day. And got this one. Oh, that's a cool sticker. That's actually really cool. The little GM sticker on the side of the box. That's kind of cool. All right. So this one, I can see it there. 328. Is that what it says? I think that's what it says. All right. I had actually a ton of Lego. I was shocked. Because I went to Walmart to get the stuff. It's been terrible the last 2 years of releases. It's been months since they get new releases. And it was the same case this year. And then suddenly, August 1st, they end up having a bunch of sets. No way. No. There's no way. Yeah, okay, there has to be another sticker sheet somewhere. Okay, there it is. Holy. This thing was there, and there had to be this, right? Like, the thing has so many stickers. I just about thought there was, like, no way. Wow, okay. Ooh, that's, I think, a useful piece. The purple helmet piece. I'm pretty sure that's, like, a pretty sought-after piece. For purple Spaceman minifigures, because I don't think you can get the complete one, but you can get the torso, you can get the helmet, and then of course purple legs and just a normal face. So the second set for today will be this, the Jedi Bob Starfighter, and then I've also got King Bumpy. Is it Bumpy? That's its name, right? Yes, King Bumpy, the Ankylosaurus. So let me get into this now. So should have quite a few streams coming up. So what I ordered August 1st was the Guardian ship, the Milano, a couple smaller Marvel sets, the Peridia set, and the F40. So next week, Friday's stream will probably be the Guardian ship, and yeah, I like this torso print to this minifigure. I don't love the color of this car. I wish it was something different. But yeah, it's alright, I guess. Second one of this we've gotten first one in the 8-wide system, so yeah, alright, let's get going with this build. I'm really excited to build that F40, but I'll do that on stream, not just when I get my package. I think it shipped out yesterday, so it was very quick to ship out, and so I'll have that sometime next week, and Yeah, I don't really think there's many more August 1st sets that I really want that I didn't buy. There's a couple Marvel sets, I think. Um, but I think that's pretty much it. Actually, there's Jurassic Park set, I think, or Jurassic World set that had something. Oh, it was the Stegosaurus, I think it was. That was really cool. I think that was the one. Um, but yeah, I don't think I have too many more big Lego purchases after August 1st. There's the Harry Potter promo to go along with the Burrow that leaked this week. So um, that one will, there's a promo to go along with that that they haven't been in the past. So I hope it's not this case. Shouldn't be locked behind that. So yeah, I think I'll buy the Durmstrang ship to do that. So I don't know if I'll do a build stream on that or not, but I'll definitely get that promo because it sounds really cool. Harry Potter promos are always very solid. I haven't seen a review of this, so I don't know what the interior of this build looks like. But I'm excited to see it because, of course, out of all different things, this one would have a pretty detailed interior, or at least I would assume it would, considering the car that they're basing it off. And already there's definitely a lot going on the inside of the car. But yeah, I think there's going to be a few printed parts in this, but I'm not sure how many. There was a very brief second when I saw that one small sticker sheet that I thought maybe, just maybe, but there was no way that was ever going to happen. Especially, I'm also hoping that the purple on those stickers isn't too far off the purple on the actual colors, because there's so many purple stickers on this set that if it is off by just a little bit, it'll definitely throw off the look of the car. But I think, funny enough, the last F40 in the last NASCAR set, which was one of the last waves of the 6 wide Speed Champions, I think that released at the same time, or at least remember buying them at the same time. So that's funny that both of them are releasing now in their 8 wide versions at the same time. Um, that's kind of interesting, but I'm really excited to build or get and build that F40. I saw it today, but there's no really point in getting a second one when I have one shipping out in the mail soon. So I'll probably, I don't know if I'll build that one next week. I'll see. But I might have a couple streams coming up, multiple in the week, not just the Friday streams. So that should be fun. But definitely next Friday will probably be the Guardianship. And I don't know if I'll push back the bumpy that I got today or not. I'll see how long the stream's going by the time I've finished this and the Jedi Bob Starfighter, which is what? That's fun. I think I'm pretty sure the bumpy set was $30, the Speed Champions was 35, and the Bob Starfighter was 50, and the piece counts for them is bumpy as the most, Speed Champions, and then it's going the opposite direction that you'd want when it comes to the piece counts and the prices. And they're all licensed stuff too, so it's not like but I guess there's different licenses, so I don't know. But it's coming together pretty nice. There looks like some nice shapes at the front of this one. Speed Champions is always pretty fun to put together, so should be good. I'm disappointed I wasn't able to get these two early though. I was able to get all the other Speed Champion sets of this year early at some point, whether that was a week or 2 weeks before. But just couldn't find it this time around. Kept seeing it too. Everyone seeming to finding the stuff early, but alright. It's built up quite interesting. Alright. We got a printed part in this in the first one, a little off center. shouldn't, I don't think, affect too much, but it is, I think that part of the sticker gets cut off a little bit, so it might sort of affect it a tiny little bit, but not too much. All right. Here's the printed part. All right, and that just goes in. Okay, there it is. That was way too easy. Shouldn't have taken that long. It is what it is. All right, that's interesting. Oh no, that's the front of it. Okay, that makes sense. How many bags for this? 5? Jeez, that's a lot of bags for a 328 piece set. I'm really excited for Speed Champions next year. I'm hoping for more sets like that F40, but also at the same time definitely hoping for more Formula One stuff, and it does definitely seem that way with the rumors. So should be an exciting year for Formula One sets, especially if that minifigure series comes to pass. That'll be very interesting to see and quite exciting, I think. Yeah, Speed Champions is always such a fun theme, very well built theme. It's getting to the point where it's getting a little bit expensive for what you're getting, but really all LEGO themes at this point sort of feel that way. But I think where Speed Champions is right now isn't terrible. If it goes up, so it's 35 Canadian right now for a separate one. If it goes to that $40 price next year, that's pushing it a little bit, I think. All right, bag 2. Finishing off the front of the car, it seems like. I think the thing about this set that I was sort of disappointed by the most was just not, I don't know, the color of it is just, it's definitely very colorful and definitely sticks out and will stick out in my Speed Champions collection, but I was sort of hoping for something that would have an actual sponsor logo on it instead of just a few NASCAR logos and the Camaro logo all over it. Especially the tires, those are a bit disappointing that it just has Camaro written on the side of them, but I think it's the same system that I think they used for the last one, but also when they were making the first few Formula One sets with the Halo, the what's it called? The tire compounds were represented with the same piece that they use here, so I'm hoping next year with the Formula One sets that they have a different compound than medium, because that's what both the Aston Martin and the McLaren are. And I think the, I forget what the Mercedes is. I think it's wet. But hoping for a different print. I hope they don't start doing a bunch of these, though. I think this one, and I don't think they will, because it's not really based off a specific driver or a team, so definitely doesn't really seem to me that this is the start of something. It seems more of a one-off than the Formula One sets are. So, yeah. All right. This is built up. This is actually pretty impressive. It always is with Speed Champions, how everything's put together. It's actually really quite nice. I didn't think that this one was going to have such an intricate build process, but it actually is. I should have known that from it being a Speed Champions set, but it Doesn't really look that from the box or any of the images, but it's quite nice so far. Ooh, first sticker of this set, first of quite a few. Ooh, that's one on the side of a wedge piece. That's definitely not the most pleasant thing to be putting down, but it's fine, I guess. This thing is a small sticker. At least it's not putting anything on a 1x1. I think that was the case with the Jurassic Park diorama, where you had to put the 1x1 stickers to create the Tyrannosaurus's eyes. I think that's the case. I haven't built the set. I have it, just haven't built it, and I think that's the case with that one, if I remember correctly. Which that's something else. Putting one of those on a 1x1. A lot of big ones in this set, so I don't think they're overly difficult to place. Just quite a few of them, but that's at this point I feel like expected with Speed Champions. I'm assuming the F40 will be a lot less, but this one definitely made sense to have quite a few, and I was definitely expecting it. The shape of this is quite nice. The yellow on the sticker isn't totally matching up with this piece, but it's not terrible, so yeah, it's not too bad. Wow. Alright, come on, get in there. Am I building this wrong or something? Should be going together. Alright, what's wrong with it? Alright. I must have this built wrong. Well, maybe not. It's just a tight fit getting it in there. It looks really good, but it almost feels more like a mock type of build than it does an actual Lego set. It's just so, it's kind of flimsy in a way. There's just so many different components going into it. But it looks really good. The shaping's quite nice. Alright, where are you? Ooh, there's the printed part. Oh, I see where that one's gonna go. Oh, so maybe not, I don't know. Oh, there they are. Bunch of prints in this bag. I feel like they've sort of been evening them out. Right when they started the 8 wide, I think they were just doing a ton of stickers, but I think they've sort of changed it a little bit to have it be not just as many prints, but they definitely include a decent amount of prints in each set. Just nice. Nice to get that, and the yellow is actually decent. It blends in on the sticker a lot better than some other ones. I have the Battle of Peridia ordered, and I know that's bad when it comes to the sticker and piece, especially on the gray. That set just has a ton of stickers, but yeah, I think that one's really, gray is always a pretty bad one. All right. See if I can get this thing in now without it falling apart. You sort of have to put a lot of pressure to get that in there. Looks good. It's the shape of it is quite nice. All right. Move on to the next bit. I'm definitely enjoying how this is coming together. I think it looks quite nice, and the build experience actually is quite enjoyable when it comes to techniques. Like, it's not the easiest thing to put together, but just by like technique wise, it's not just basic bricks on top of bricks. It's actually very enjoyable. And Speed Champions is usually always pretty good with that. All right, so that front area is print, and those prints line up good. There's sometimes an issue with prints and them not really lining up, but this one really is quite nice. I'm impressed with that. They don't feel like it doesn't happen all the time, and it's quite nice. Impressed with it. This is actually like the build process here. Like, the final product isn't going to be my favorite. Like, it was just never going to be that way. But the process of building this thing is actually very enjoyable. And so far, I think it's one of the best build experiences of Speed Champions this year. Yeah, it looks quite nice. It's coming together good. Now we get out of the yellow and move on to the purple colors. Then it moves on to a turquoise look. Got quite a few colors in this thing. Where should I put? Okay, I should put this as close as I can to the edge. So it connects to it, doesn't it? Yep. All right. Same for this one, and then on to bag number 3. All right, if I can actually get this piece correct. All right, and that is that. That's the front of the car, and it looks quite nice. Impressed with it. It's fun to put together. Put a purple in this one, and finishing off the front. Oh, I guess also moving on to the back of it, it looks like. Bit all over with this bag, it seems. I've really liked using this piece ever since introducing it, but I do think they sort of introduced it with the intent of using it for Speed Champions, so totally makes sense that they use it as much as they do. I'm sort of surprised so far. It might happen at some point, but they introduced a wedge piece earlier in the year, and they used it a ton with all the March 1st Speed Champions this year, or is it January? I think it was March. But I'm pretty sure at least the 2 sets I've built so far from the Wave all used the piece, the Mustang and the McLaren Formula One. All right, on to this purple. Hoping that this purple matches up with the sticker. Nice. All right. right, and it seems to, yeah, it looks all right. A little bit off, but not too bad. Next sticker, the NASCAR Cup Series logo. Alright, and then another sticker in this step. And then a piece without one. It is a little bit off the purple, but it's not too bad, so definitely not I think most of them in this one seem to look pretty good. But a big part of this definitely feels like with these stickers that you really want to take some time and line them up, because there's a lot of different parts that all line up with the different shapes they use. So yeah, that's definitely one thing I've noticed while building it, is that there's a lot of things that sort of need to be lined up to look perfect. So having that lined up will definitely be a big thing with those, with the stickers. All right, and now the next side. Right. And the next one, which is the Cup Series one. And then the 1x2 sticker after that. This part of the build is definitely repetitive. It's the same sticker, just swapped, but alright, and there's that, and on to the next bit after finishing those stickers. Alright, a bit more interior detail of this one. 2 bags left, and then it's on to the next set. The Jedi Bob Starfighter. I think the I haven't really checked, so I don't know for sure, but I think the only set that went on back order for Star Wars was the Dark Falcon, which was definitely a bit of a surprise, I think, to me. Like, the reception didn't seem to be that positive for it to sell out, especially for an almost $200 set, to sell out that quick. But I guess the minifigures are just that strong, which I guess it definitely means that if you want the set, you might as well just buy, or if you want the minifigures, you might as well just buy the set, because it's going to cost you just as much to buy the minifigures on Bricklink or something, and buy the set. So I'm definitely going to wait till maybe next year or something and then get it on sale. Because I definitely want all those figures, or most of the figures. There's 2 sticker sheets with this one. The first one I saw, the small sticker sheet for second. There was a second in the stream that I thought maybe, just maybe, that's it. I am having okay, I can't grab this sticker correctly. My goodness. Alright, there we go. That took a little bit. The interior, I think, looks pretty nice. I was definitely hoping for that. I don't think I've seen a single image of the interior of this set, so I was definitely excited to see it. But so far, it's actually pretty impressive. I'm enjoying it. I don't know if I'm going to keep this one on my shelf or not. I've sort of been cycling through my speed champions. I have sort of some that are pretty stable that will stay there, like the Countach. Um, the F40 will stay there, the Supra. Um, but this one's just so colorful. I think it might. Like, it adds a lot of pop to it. And so far, I'm enjoying this set, actually. It's probably the most fun I've had building a set, I think, this year. It's quite nice. And the front of it, especially, had some really fun techniques to create the shapes. I'm surprised by how much Marvel stuff I've ordered or bought for this year, because the last 2 years I feel like I haven't really got all that much. And then this year, I think the theme that I ordered the most for August 1st was definitely Marvel. And January 1st, I think I got a couple sets too, so it's definitely been a lot more than I've got the last couple years. But I guess if they make good sets, I'll definitely want to buy them. And it looks like January of next year has some pretty solid stuff. The Spider-Verse set sounds really fun. The mechs too just sound very solid, which they always usually, I feel like, are pretty solid, especially since it seems like they're including 2 minifigures in them. For, I believe it seems, I'm sure there will be a bit of a price increase, but if they are the same price and you get 2 minifigures, it's quite something. But it will be interesting to see how these specifically just Star Wars fans look at them and start questioning why the Star Wars ones don't have 2 minifigures, or exclusive minifigures in that matter. But it does sometimes feel like Star Wars does sort of get the not the best stuff when it comes to number of figures or just different things like that other themes definitely seem to get. But I think this is the last little bit, and it's on to bag number 4. Looks like it's going to be some more fun building. Gonna drink of water and move on to bag 4. Still quite a few stickers left, even though I've already put a decent amount down. Alright. Bag 4. I wouldn't mind, though, getting the other 2 NASCAR cars themselves, especially the Camry. I think it's a Camry. Whatever the Toyota is, that's usually for me when I'm watching NASCAR races. I always sort of go for them. I'm not enough into it that I sort of cheer on anyone in specifically, but I think this one looks pretty nice, though. I'm enjoying putting it together. Alright. Assuming this is going to have the most stickers of any of the sets for today. So the other ones will probably come together a bit quicker than this one. But I'm liking this one so far. Another sort of fun technique used there. Interesting that they're using dark, trans, clear pieces for what seems like a thing you won't even be able to see. I would expect just a sort of random color. Unlike other themes, I feel like they're definitely put in more of the proper color into the inside of it. Where with other things, you'll see colorful parts. Like I'm sure when building up the inside of that Jedi Starfighter, there'll be some interesting parts. But I think I'm excited for the Ahsoka Starfighter a lot more than that one. I just don't really care all that much about Jedi Bob, but it's fun. And I actually do really like the build of the Starfighter. There's something about it that I really like. But the characters themselves aren't all that special. Um, but yeah. I haven't checked yet to see if there are any listings or if they're even up for the Dark Falcon minifigures. I'm sort of expecting that they're going to be about $30 each, $40 each, like just basing it off. I'm sort of thinking in line with the Ghost from last year with how expensive those minifigures are. I'm sort of thinking the same case with these ones. This is going to be fun. Oh no, it wasn't that hard to get off. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how much those are. But I'm assuming that they'll just be better to just buy the things or buy the whole set, and especially when it goes on sale. So definitely at this point, I don't think there has been a set released in the last few years that it doesn't go on sale at some point in its release. But it'll be interesting to see how long those Rebuild the Galaxy sets actually stay on shelves, because I don't think they would be as long as the normal set. But I don't think I'll buy the X-Wing and TIE Fighter one, have the two builds, and I don't really need them. I definitely feel like a Y-Wing though, or a B-Wing, especially a B-Wing. But like those are the A-Wing, B-Wing, and Y-Wing are definitely the Star Wars rebellion ships that I'm sort of feeling right now that I would really like to get, especially the B-Wing. I think we need a B-Wing next year. That'd be a fun set to get. I talked about books a few streams back. I finished the second Padme book now, so I'm gonna move on to the third one later today. And I've really enjoyed both of them, and I already want more Padme minifigures as it is, and now I want even more, and I want more Senate stuff. Want more Senate characters from the Clone Wars, like Clovis and Bonteri. It's actually a really enjoyable reading experience, and to read more about these characters and get more information on these characters, it's really quite enjoyable, and I'm excited to read the third one, even though I haven't heard like the best things about it when it comes to the entire trilogy. From everything I've seen, it seems like that one is sort of considered the worst of the bunch, but I don't think it will be bad. I'm not entirely sure when the third one is set. It seems to me that it's during Revenge of the Sith, which will be exciting to read, because this one I thought actually was into Attack of the Clones, and it turns out it's before Attack of the Clones, so I was a bit surprised there, but jeez. How's it going? So I'm starting with the Camaro, and then moving on to Jedi Bob Starfighter, and maybe I've got a Jurassic World set as well that I wanted to get, so I don't know, maybe move that one to next week, but I'll see. But this one's coming together quite nice. It's I wasn't that excited for it from the pictures, but I definitely wanted it, because I pretty much at this point have every Speed Champion set. So I wanted this one, but it's actually, the build of it is quite impressive. How they've got all the shapes for this one. It always is with Speed Champions. It's quite enjoyable. Alright. I'm still a lot more excited for the F40. Yeah, I'm interested to build the Jedi Bob Starfighter. I honestly don't really care all that much about it. Yeah, like Jedi Bob doesn't mean anything to me. And I think a promo would have been much better. Like this year's May 4th promo, as good as it was. Like, I think that would have, but of course there's the TV series, so makes sense to have his own set, but I'm interested to see how it sells. Because of course it's going to target Lego Star Wars fans, but then after that, I don't really think there's all that much of an audience for the set, so I probably should have just waited on it and bought it when it goes on sale in a few months, but I really like the build of the Starfighter itself. I was really surprised. I was hoping, but I wasn't holding my breath on getting these sets today. My Walmart has just been terrible when it comes to any new sets, so I definitely didn't expect it. And then they actually had stuff. So my Lego order from August 1st shipped yesterday, but hasn't arrived yet, as I would expect. I was honestly surprised that it shipped out so quick, but I'm excited to get those sets. I've got the F40, the Guardian ship, a couple smaller Marvel sets, and then the Battle on Peridia. So next Friday's stream will be the Guardian ship, and then after that, maybe some more of these Marvel sets. What am I doing wrong here? That seems right. Okay, yep, that's nice. Pretty sure I built that up right. Oh, that's why. Okay, that makes sense. It's gonna take apart the thing for no reason. That was the Jedi Bob Starfighter. We'll get into it in a few minutes, but that was it. I like the build. Just not all that keen on the minifigures. They look alright. But the price of it too. It's a bit much for a Jedi Starfighter. But it seems like the standard price now, especially with the Ahsoka's one next year. I think it's the same price. Maybe $5 less, I don't know, but alright, last bag. Yeah, 43 minutes. Might build the second set. I'll see. This is taking way too long. This small of a set should not be taking me an hour to build, but sort of slow running it today. Not going too hard on this thing, just going slow with it, and I guess with all the stickers in this, but yeah. I don't know. Ooh, that's a cool piece. I've seen this for roofs, but that's a cool piece in trans clear. I think they introduced it last year with the an architecture set, but that piece in trans clear is really cool. That's it's been some fun new part recolors in this set. That's, I like that. It's my favorite part of the set, I think, so far. I didn't really know how they built up that little back bit of it, and okay, I was wondering if they'd have the piece or not. They introduced this, I think, this year. This little wedge piece. They had it on all the earlier Speed Champion sets in the year, and I think they also had it in the June, the June wave, I think, or July. I don't know when it was. The Aston Martin, the Lamborghini, and the Mercedes sets. I was wondering if they'd have them because they seem to use them on every single set now this year. But they included it on this one. Found a way to get one in. It's a nice piece, though. I like it. Definitely a nice one. All right. Still a decent amount of stickers left. Like, I'm gonna get to a point where every single sticker or piece that I've got left is gonna have a sticker on it. Because there's still quite a few of them. There's been a few prints, but mostly stickers. It was good. I had really solid seats. I was on the first baseline right beside the visitors' dugout. It was row 1 there. It was quite nice. It was so close to the game, and it was a walk-off too. So if they lost the game, I would have said it was pretty bad, but it was pretty good. It was quite enjoyable. I don't know if I'm gonna go to any more this year. I'm going to a Tigers game at the end of August, so I'm excited to check out a new stadium. But yeah, it was very enjoyable, and okay, the back of it was a lot simpler than, oh geez, I shouldn't have placed those. Those are going to be all parts that need stickers. I sort of like doing my stickers by themselves, not after it. Yeah, it's always a lot better. The 2 other games I've seen this year, I think they definitely lost both of those. Pretty badly too. And I was sort of expecting it this time, but it was great. It was. I hadn't seen any walk-off wins in my games that I've gone to before last year, and now this year and last year I've seen one. So it's those are always really exciting, and it was fun. The teal stickers actually are quite nice. They blend in with the piece a lot better than some other ones. That's wonderful. Okay, ooh, that's gonna almost messed up the sticker, but not this time. Alright, just a couple more on the back and then just about finished. I'm excited for this season to end, though. This baseball season, hasn't been a good one as a fan of the Toronto Blue Jays. Yeah, it was. There was part of me like a month ago that was thinking the Blue Jays were gonna trade like their biggest players, and then they ended up just trading their free agents for next year. So it was a bit of a surprise, but got a bunch of prospects. Who knows if they'll do any good, but they gave up guys they weren't gonna sign next year, so it's getting a bit in return is always nice. But I'm just ready to move on to next year. After this year, hopefully it goes a little bit better. I should have known this season was going to go bad after they missed out on Shohei. That one night where it seemed like they were going to get him with the whole flight thing. Okay, I mildly messed up that sticker, but was able to fix it a little bit. Alright, that should just clip in there. And, alright, just about done here with this thing. Alright, that's the roll cage of it. I was wondering how that was gonna be built up. The inside's actually not too bad. It's got a decent amount of detail in it. Okay, 4. Some more flames. A lot of flames on this one. Pretty good. Pretty good. Enjoying actually no, I'm not really enjoying, I was gonna say I'm enjoying the summer weather, but I'm not really. All it's been is either really hot or really rainy, so, but I'm good. I'm doing good. Having a good time putting this set together, and yeah, it's a good one so far. I don't think that's going to change much right at the end. Alright, and okay. Alright. Last sticker of this. Oh no, never mind. I was gonna say it's the last one. It's not the last one. There's still one more after this. Okay, getting this lined up is gonna be nice. The windshield's all scratched up from being in the bag with all the other pieces. I don't know, it's hot today, like it's really humid. I think it's about 30. For some reason, my computer is in Fahrenheit. Don't know why it's doing that, but it is. I think it's 30 something. I think it's probably 30 and then feeling like something. But yeah, a few days ago I was at an amusement park and it was hot. It was probably, I think it was getting probably close to 40. And then yesterday it was just raining super hard, and now it's sunny. It's been a mix of a lot of weather the whole summer. That sounds fun. I definitely like to go to the Olympics. That'd be fun to see. All right. And these tires feel a little bit different. I don't think they are, but they definitely feel a little bit different. All right, there it is. Speed Champions Camaro. Looks pretty nice. I like it. Of course, the color isn't the nicest thing in the world, but the build was actually really fun. The printed pieces right at the front are quite nice. Ton of stickers, like all Speed Champion sets. But I like it. I'm quite impressed with it. Maybe. I'll probably go to the World Cup in, is it next year? Or no, 2 years from now. Where's the next year? I don't know. But there's a few in Toronto, couple games in Toronto for that. So I'll probably go to that if I can get tickets to it. I guess that's probably a big if, but I did sign up in case for pre-sale. So I quite like this. I don't know. I wish there was a different like an actual sponsor on it. Maybe the Goodyear tires would be really cool to have on there. But I like it a lot more than the pictures of it. I'm impressed with it. I'm more pleasantly surprised with it. Now on to this. Yay. Jedi Bob Starfighter. How exciting. I like the build, but I definitely couldn't care less about the minifigures. Alright. Thought there was something in there. Maybe I'll find out there is at some point. Bag 1. Alright, 4 bags. How many pieces is it? 305 on the Jedi Bob Starfighter, 328 on the Camaro. Small sticker sheet for this one. Alright, where's the other big? Why is there one outside of the box and one inside of a... That doesn't make any sense. Alright, that's something. Just chucked in my plate into the side of the box. That's interesting. Alright, bag 1, got the... Oh, is every single I think every figure is just in the first bag. Alright then. The Akbar Trooper. That's what it's called, right? Yes. Alright. Should army build these guys. Just get a bunch of my clone bodies and buy Admiral Akbar heads. I kind of like this one. Damn it. I didn't want to. I kind of like this guy. It's stupid. It's really stupid. But I kind of like it. Alright, the main attraction. Mr. Jedi Bob. A chrome lightsaber hilt would have been really cool with this guy. That would have been quite cool. But it looks cool, I guess. All right. There he is. On to the build. Oh no, Gonk Droid first. What's the Gonk Droid? I think it has a name. What's this guy called? Servo. Exciting. Alright. Rebuild the Galaxy. When did that even come out? No. I didn't order it. The biggest thing I ordered for August 1st was the Guardianship, so that'll be next week's Friday stream. I think for the Dark Falcon, I don't care about the build. Like, I don't care about a Dark Falcon. I have my normal Falcon, and I'm satisfied with that. But I definitely want some of the minifigures in that set, so I think I'm just gonna buy the set when it's goes on sale in a few months. Like if it's May 4th next year and I can get double points along with that thing on sale, I'll definitely buy it. But because I could just buy the figures that I want, but I'm assuming that the figures are going to be just close to the same price as the set itself, so it doesn't really seem to make much of the sense to just buy the set or buy the minifigures by themselves. So I'll get it at some point to get those figures, or maybe I'll never get it, and I won't honestly miss it that much. And then I'll pay $100 for Darth Jar Jar in 5 years, because that's how it seems to work with Lego Star Wars now. Yeah. I wonder how much Jedi Bob was a few years ago, or how much he was a few years ago when no one cared for him. I never looked at the minifigure. I definitely had seen it, but I never really cared about it at all. I don't think it looks terrible. It's just I was hoping for a new Return of the Jedi Falcon. That's what I was really hoping for. And then they put out this, and it's just it looks fine. It's just I don't really care all that much for it, but I do like the minifigures. There's some solid minifigures in that set. Even though I can't name them all off, I don't remember them, but they're solid. Whoever they are. I can really only think of Darth Jar Jar, and I think Rey and the Luke. Okay, it turns out I can't name all of them, but yeah. And the X-Wing and TIE Fighter looks like just worse versions of the set that was out a year ago. So, I don't know. It doesn't seem... I like the build of this one, though. And I think there's going to be some cool Jedi Starfighters on shelves. Like, I'm pretty I don't know if both Yoda and Obi-Wan's retire this year, but if they do, then I guess there's only two. But I'm really excited to see the Ahsoka's Jedi Interceptor next year. I think that's really exciting, and it seems to me that all the leaks sort of point towards something really cool in the second minifigure spot, which I'm so excited to see what that second minifigure is. I'm gonna be disappointed. It's gonna be something kind of boring, I bet. But like it could be so cool. But once again, I'm very disappointed that there isn't a Padme Battle Pack next year. Every year it doesn't happen is just, it's really an embarrassment. It's absolutely abysmal and ridiculous. It should just be a subline called Padme. It has Speed Champions on the top of the box there. It should just be Padme. I think I will get C-3PO. The build, I think it's the best build of August for Star Wars. Like, the build looks great, and having the R2 from this year, I think it looks great. I'll get it when it's on sale or something, but it looks good. I'm quite impressed by it. I think it's a very solid set, one of the best buildable characters. A lot better than Chewbacca from last year. One set I definitely won't be buying, though, is that Droid Builder set. Especially considering that I'm pretty sure there's, like, the biggest draw to that Droid Builder set for me is the fact that it has Chopper. And there's, like, a full-size Chopper rumored for next year, so definitely getting that one. I don't think so. I just don't like the look of Chewbacca. I'm just gonna have my R2 and C-3PO together, and I'll be satisfied with that. I think those two go better together than the three of them. I don't love Chewbacca. The Jaws set looks really cool. The build looks amazing. I definitely want to get that. So at some point, I think I'll get that one because it looks really nice. Definitely one of the best August releases. But I like the C-3PO. I think that's honestly, I think, the best Star Wars set for August 1st. That makes sense. It's all right. Like, I don't think it's terrible. It's just the face and a bit of the fur I don't think looks great. But at that price, you can't go wrong. So yeah, if I could get it for that price, I'd definitely go with it. And I probably could have. I feel like I saw a sale on it, but yeah. The worst Star Wars, that droid builder set is definitely up there. Honestly, all those like droid builder sets, the motorized one from a couple years back, that one was pretty bad. There's like some buildable characters, like some of the construction figures from a couple years ago, like the human ones of those are not the best things. But it might be that that droid builder set might be the worst one I've seen. It's just the builds are bad. The 25th anniversary minifigure can't even say that. I don't know. It's just, it's definitely not the best looking one that I've seen. But I'm excited for next year. I think next year's January wave is starting already better than this year. Like the ARC 170 sounds really cool. Ahsoka's Jedi Interceptor sounds really cool. The two MIDI scale sets sound really cool. I'm excited for next year, for multiple themes. It's just that I was so disappointed with that droid builder set because it has Chopper, and I just love Chopper and all the war crimes he commits, and I wanted to have that criminal in my Lego collection. But I guess I'll just have to wait another year because it seems like there's going to be a set of him next year as actually like a full buildable thing. All right, am I doing this right? I think so. Yeah, that's placed right. All right, it's all going together nice. I think there is it definitely seems a lot less concrete than some of the other rumors for next year, but I think there's a Chopper coming out, so I'm hoping there is, because that would be a great low droid set. I'm assuming they brand that under Ahsoka. It just sort of hit me that it totally makes sense to me now that they would be making a Chopper and brand it under Ahsoka. It just hit me that set's gonna be branded under Ahsoka, and now it totally makes sense. One set that honestly I've been looking at some reviews of it, and I have it ordered, so I'll build it probably soon at some point. But that Battle of Peridia set, that goes into probably one of those columns of like the worst sets. Like it's a gray base with some cool minifigures. The base is built up with a bunch of stickers that aren't even the matching color of the actual set. And all it is just a set, an excuse to get Thrawn in a set. It's not that great of a set. And it's not definitely one of the worst, but it's not great. But August, one set that I forgot about for August 1st, I looked at Lego.com today and I forgot about it. But these Imperial Star Destroyer, that looks quite nice. I think I'll get that at some point. I probably should. I like the look of it, and I want Cal Kestis, so I don't know when. That would probably be a perfect May 4th set for next year. Probably meet the threshold right away and be a good one. Alright. Jedi Bob Starfighter. I remember when the day that all these Star Wars rumors came out for what the summer wave was going to be, and it was so weird, all the stuff coming out. And this one, and then it all sort of made sense when the trailer for the short show, I don't even know what it is, or when it comes out. I should watch it. Rebuild the Galaxy with Jedi Bob. But this already definitely doesn't feel like a $50 set. At least that's, I think, what it was. It could have been more, and I didn't even notice, but I'm pretty sure that's how much it was. Which, that's quite a bit for a Jedi Starfighter. I don't remember how much Obi-Wan's was from a few years back, but that one had a new Kaminoan mold. It had a cool Obi-Wan, and then you got R4. But this build is pretty solid. I will give it that. Just from the pictures of it, I do really like the look of this, and I think it made some improvements on the Jedi Starfighter build from the Obi-Wan's one. I'm excited to see the Interceptor, Ahsoka's Interceptor. I'm kind of hoping that the May UCS set is going to be a Jedi Interceptor, a 2-pack Obi-Wan and Anakin's from the starter Revenge of the Sith. I think that would be a really fun UCS set. Alright. Yeah, Yoda was a lot cheaper, I think. But I like Ahsoka's next year is going to be about the same price or same piece count as that one. It's going to be a bit bigger, but it's going to be pretty close. And I think it's like $10 or $20 or $15 more than that set for Ahsoka as one of the figures. You would assume it would make sense that she would be in her own set, but like it's probably gonna have too many figures. But I think that's my there's the Acclimator, the ARC 170. So those are two sets they can brand under Revenge of the Sith for next year. I think a display set with either Palpatine's Arrest or the Duel on Mustafar, and then a UCS set with the two Jedi Interceptors. I think that would be a perfect lineup of Revenge of the Sith sets. I think it's enough sets to satisfy people, hopefully, and I think they all sound like solid sets. I would love a playset of Kashyyyk. That's another thing I would love. But I think 5 or 6 sets. Oh, there's also the Brickheads pack, because that's going to definitely happen. Even though both of them so far have gone on sale, I'm almost certain that there will be a Brickheads pack next year. But a banana and blue milk. That's interesting. If there's another build, how many buildable R2D2s were there this year? There was the normal one, then there's the UCS one already on shelves, then the droid builder one. If there's another R2D2 next year, I'm gonna go nuts. Like, my goodness. I understand it's R2D2, but my goodness. That I definitely need to watch the show after this to see how the blue milk and banana tie into it. I wish that had been printed, though. It would have been nice if the blue milk was printed. I think they gave it to Luke as well, in the Dark Falcon, but the promo with the Skywalker Saga polybag, I think, had a printed one. Yeah. How much? It's been since 2002, was it? That the poor guy's all he's had is this ship, and he's had his banana and his blue milk, and he's been living on that for 22 years now, since being in his Republic gunship. Poor guy. I think in the I don't remember. I need to look at the trailer again. But I think these guys try to kill him. So I guess it's some sort of Order 66 thing. Because I think if I remember in the trailer, the Geonosis turned into some grass area, and then these guys started killing these guys. And I don't remember what was going on, but I think these guys are the villains in this thing. Who knows? And somehow Darth Ray and Darth Jar Jar fit into this whole thing. At least I guess it made interesting sets. Definitely different sets. Not the best, but definitely different. Alright. Five thrusters on this thing? He's got his hyperdrive must be something special. These Akbar clones are never going to catch him. All right. Two bags left now on this thing. Almost done the second one. I like the look of it. Definitely doesn't feel like it's worth the price of it, but I forget how much Jedi Bob was going for in his pre-release stage on all the different whatnot shows. I didn't see any of these sets early. Quite disappointed about it. I went to Disneyland. That's got I don't know, 10 or 12 years ago. So it's been a long time. But I think my favorite thing was probably the Indiana Jones things. I remember Star Tours. I do sort of fondly remember that. But I definitely want to go again. Because I for sure want to see some of the new stuff. Or newer stuff. And there's a lot of stuff that I'd like to see there. So I think the Pixar Fest, actually, I think it might be just ending. I don't know. I wish I had gone to that. Because that looks really cool. Especially that Pizza Planet truck popcorn bucket that they have. That looks really cool. Hi, how's it going? Building Jedi Bob Starfighter now, and then I don't know. Might build the next set I have. Actually, think I might. Got Bumpy, King Bumpy. If I do this, definitely my favorite thing for this stream is Bumpy. King Bumpy will be built, I think. I quite like it. I very much like it. I buy too many of them when I shouldn't, but I do very much like them. I want the Lego Cars line to come back. That would be nice. I actually just ordered 2 Cars sets, so that'll probably be a build stream at some point. But I've got Flo's V8 Cafe coming along, and another one. I think just a small one, but yeah. All right. So did something. Oh, there we go. There we go. Couldn't go, could I? Nope. Couldn't go a stream without. Oh wait, did okay? I didn't. I did place the things right. Never mind. Oh yeah, that sounds cool. With the Transformers Lego sets, I actually kind of want to get both of them. They look sort of fun. All right, build hurry. This is so skinny. This does not feel like a $50 Lego set. Oh my. That's on to the wings. I don't think that can change it much. I'm starting to regret buying this. Oh no. This just, yeah, sounds interesting. I don't buy any Hot Wheels, and that's a good thing. I've gotten close. I have very much gotten close to buying some Hot Wheels, and each time I've told myself, oh goodness me. Oh no. Oh goodness me. Oh no. No, 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 no. Oh, wonderful. All right. Ah, jeez. All right. Okay.